Jay Sean,
what's up, my
Young
brother?
Money, Cash Money.
Yes,
Welcome
sir.
to 5 Mag. How are you?
Good, man. I'm real good, yeah.
How's things? It's been a while. Where you been?
Wherever. I've been on a plane.
Where haven't you been?
Yeah,
Where haven't
exactly.
you been?
Man, I've been all over. This year actually was really, really insane, touring-wise. You know, majority of the time, in the air. That's pretty much what it is nowadays.
Where you been?
Yeah.
Right, let's get this straight. Jay Sean, singer, songwriter, producer, beatboxer, rapper, MC.
Yeah, early days.
What don't you do?
I don't dance.
You don't dance?
Yes.
All right.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? What God giveth, he taketh away. You know what I'm saying? You
But
can't-
all of them,
Yeah, I don't
not
really
being able to
dance. That's the only one thing. I wish I had like gone to like some sort of classes from early on. You know what I mean? But you can't do everything, can you? So
Now, I want to take it back before Cash Money came along.
yes.
Now, I'm throwing it out there. Your first album, you produced songs that had an Asian and R&B beat kind of genre music.
Right.
As soon as you produced it,
Yeah.
now correct me if I'm wrong, all of a sudden hundreds of more producers, hundreds of more songs were sounding exactly the same as yours. What was your take on?
It was funny because, you know, when so we're talking like maybe 9 years ago now. So really the brainchild behind the Asian sample influenced music that I made at that time was a producer called Rishi Rich. Now Rishi Rich and I we're both Indians, so we know indie music better than anyone, you know what I'm saying? So we were like, but at the same time, because we were born in England, born and raised in England, we grew up on the same stuff our other friends were listening to. So we're listening to R&B and soul and hip hop. So we had the best of both worlds. So, you know, both of us are really R&B boys at heart. And so we were like, yo, why don't we just like mix it up? Like, let's take some dope Indian samples, add some chords and just switch it up and stuff. And so that's what we did. And then, of course, I'm not saying the other people jacked us.
I'm saying it. I'm throwing it. Danny's throwing it out there. I'm throwing it out there.
So it was just, and I know that a lot of people started hearing this and they're like, that's sick, that's a wicked idea. And I think a lot of producers are always listening, looking out for a new sound, something different and quirky. So then, of course, we had the massive hits from the States. There was all the big, you know, the Timbaland records and Addictive and this, that, and the other. And, you know, I think at the time I just felt like, you know, it was going to be a gimmick if I carried on doing music like this the whole way through. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I concentrated more on just writing great songs as opposed to having a hook. Like, oh, yeah, that's the dude who puts an Asian sample in every song. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 2008, Cash Money Records. Where did that come from? How did that start?
You know what, man? It was amazing how that happened. So, you know, the long and short of it really is that, you know, first record deal was with Virgin Records, as I said, nearly 10 years ago. I left that record label because they were trying to make me do music I didn't want to do. And I was like, you know what? I didn't leave medicine for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to do what I want to do. So I set up my own record company. As I said, I was lucky I had fans around the world, and I was like, yo, how hard can this really be? They want music, let me give it to them. I'll pay the producers, I'll do it, let's do it. Gave them the music, whatever. The first song that I did independently was a song called Ride It. That song just, I don't know, man, it took off. It blew up. Yeah. And you know how I discovered that it blew up? Because a little bit of it, I got hacked, a little bit of it went onto YouTube. YouTube was pretty new back then. Yeah. And I'm looking at it going, holy crap, my song's out. And then I'm looking at it going, it's got a couple of million views. What the hell? I was like, maybe I should do a video for this. Boom, shot a video for it. That got like 20 million views.
Only 20 million.
Right?
Only 20 million.
So here's what's so funny about it. It reached all the way over to America. And Baby and Slim from Cash Money saw this video and were like, who the hell is this guy? Why has he got 20 million views and we've never even heard of this guy? And they really liked the song. They loved the song. They were like, we need to bring this guy over. So for their heads, they couldn't figure out how I had so many views. And so obviously they must have figured out, yo, this guy's clearly got the rest of the world as a fan base. Yeah. We need to bring him over to America. And that's literally how it happened, man.
I've seen a lot of footage behind the scenes. You guys seem so close. Like, you've been together for years. You've known each other lifetimes. And that's strange nowadays.
Yeah. You know what it is with... And the thing I love about Cash Money is that, you know, they... Baby is one of my favourite people on earth because...
Believe that.
Yeah, because he is such a character. You sit across the room for this guy who's worth nearly $1 billion, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I look at him and I have to ask him sometimes, what on earth drives you, bro? Like, you got it now.
Yeah.
And I'll be real with him, like, why? What makes you carry on? It's because he just keeps wanting more. He wants to spread his name further. He wants to make the company bigger. He wants to achieve more. Because this is that kind of mentality that they had. They were hustlers from very early on. And they were like, you know what? We will show you what we're made of.
Yeah.
And we won't stop. Because the minute we stop, someone else is going to try to take our place. That's why they don't stop. And every single person who's in that crew has the same mentality. If you were to talk to Wayne and Drake and everybody else, they'll probably tell you the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, is that they're hungry still. They don't stop. They don't stop working hard. They work real hard. And that's why we get on, I think. There's no ego clashes. Everyone's just on their grind. Everybody just wants to do their best. They want to do their best, you know?
What's next for you then? What's next?
2012 is going to be probably one of my, I think, most important groundbreaking years. You know, there's some really exciting adventures that I've been talking to. In fact, I don't want to give too much away, actually.
An exclusive.
I don't want to give too much away. I mean, of course, there's the album, but there is also something expansion and growth.
Okay.
That's what I've been thinking about.
Yeah.
It's just the next phase, you know what I mean? So that's something I'm really excited about too.
You write a lot of your own music.
Yeah.
Do you have to be in a certain frame of mind, or can you write when you're moving?
I have actually written songs on the road a lot. I've written. I wrote three or four songs while I was on tour, and then I come back to the studio and just get it done.
So is that your process? Lyrics, then beat, and
sometimes. Okay. It just depends. Like for a lot of the Mistress stuff, for example, I worked in a way that I've never really worked before. I got behind the microphone. I chose the beats I wanted, and I got behind the microphone and I pretty much freestyled the whole song. With what I felt. I'd go line by line. I'd never done that. Yeah. So I didn't know what was coming next. I didn't even know what the chorus was going to be until I got there. And that was a really interesting process for me, but I enjoyed it. And then there's other songs where I'll come to the studio and the producers will have like 15 backing tracks ready for me. They're like, all right, Jay, check this out, boom, 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 boom. And then depending on what mood I'm in, I'll be like, that one. Yeah. And if I'm in a good up-tempo mood, I want to write an up-tempo record. If I'm in like a chilled out, mongy mood, then I'm like, yo, I need a ballad. Like, give me some ballads, and then that's it. We'll take it from there. But I just believe, I'm a very big believer, firm believer, that music and songwriting it's not a science. You know what I'm saying? You can study it. You can say, oh, so-and-so was a hit because it was 132 BPM and it had these chords and blah, blah, blah. But man, it's not maths. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's you have to feel it. I feel like I believe that on the day it's meant to be. You know what I'm saying? It's there somewhere. The song's there. You just got to pick all the right pieces on the right day and put it together, you know?
Now, you're West London born and bred.
Yes.
We are here in West London.
Yes, representing my ends over here.
But where are you based? You seem to be all over the place.
You know what? At the moment, I'm based between three bases. I have London, New York, and LA.
Okay.
And, it's... LA is... It was a recent shift. I was in New York for 3 years, as well as like London every couple of months I come in. But I moved to LA now because I wanted to make a bit more of a transition into the film and TV world as well, because I was talking about expansion. That's something that I really want to do, you know. I love acting, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have always, a lot of people don't know, I actually used to be an actor before a singer.
Okay.
In school, I'd put on drama productions, I'd write scripts, I'd write plays, I'd do all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So I want to get back into that.
What actor would play you? What actor
we haven't got many choices, have we?
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be an Asian actor.
Right.
Any actor.
I was going to say.
I'd say Denzel for me. But you pick one for you.
Damn. Who would play me? Do you know which actors I really love, though? Like, actors in terms of their films. If a Matt Damon film comes out, I need to see it.
Yeah.
Even a Jude Law. I like Jude Law films. I like Hugh Grant films, though.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, that's my guilty pleasure right there.
Okay. We've all
but
got
then
one.
I have to say the reason why is because he used to go to my school.
All right.
And then
there's a connection.
There's a connection there. But let's see who else. There's a couple. Yeah, it's a couple of those. Will Smith.
Yeah.
Would be the ultimate, I guess.
Yeah. Will Smith's the man. Yeah. I appreciate your time today. It's your day off as well.
I
appreciate the love.
Good, brother.
I appreciate it. Jay Sean, 5 Mag. Thank you.
Respect.